talked to Visit North Carolina or Whit Tuttle and any of that gang in Raleigh. What do you think?
You know, I think they have done a very helpful thing for us, and that's given flexibility to some of the advertising spend to push people toward Western North Carolina. That started very soon after the storm, once it was responsible to do so, and then that's been followed up over the summer and has been a consistent part of the ask of the Stein administration to the General Assembly for specific dollars that can be messaged a little bit even at a local level, because we're also nuanced in what we're experiencing. Those you can't just have a broad campaign. You got to be able to paint some context, and that flexibility has been helpful with that.
Kit, is there a congruency about what the messaging is for tourism in North Carolina now?
Well, there's been a concerted effort to build that congruency. And in our area, I mean, there are areas where you can go and not be aware that a storm occurred at all. And there are areas that are still very rough. We're still seeing our numbers are down. They've been better. They've been incrementally better every month. We welcome a vibrant fall because we missed the whole season last year. And there are so many very small, unique businesses which make all of our communities very special that are, missed the most profitable season.
Mayors, both of you. I'm going to start with you, Mayor O'Leary. The idea, and this is not flippant, I promise. I'm trying to get to a concept here. Do you get a sense there's a sympathy visit for folks to come to North Carolina, the North Carolina mountains, because they just want to help? Or is it, no, we actually do want to be in Chimney Rock. We want to get back to what we did before?
Well, as Kit said, there's kind of a interesting setup, because we are one of the areas, Chimney Rock and Lake Lure, that had a lot of destruction and there's a lot of repairs going on to infrastructure, particularly the roads and the bridges, and so that limits the people that can come there. But we've only been open for 2 months now. There are areas in Western North Carolina that we're able to open very soon, right after the hurricane. So we've literally only been open for business for a little over 2 months. So we are definitely getting, I don't like to call it sympathy, because people come in and they say, we're here to support you. And we're here to support the village of Chimney Rock, Lake Lure, the area, Chimney Rock Park. And so it's very welcome that they are there to support us. I do worry a little bit that support, that initial support may dwindle somewhat. So we are very conscious of that, and we hope that can continue and can build on itself. And that's another reason, I'll go back to earlier that point about the milestones. If we can advertise these milestones and say, this is a new milestone when Lake Lure opens hopefully next spring, that's a huge milestone for Hickory Nut Gorge and Chimney Rock. You know, those are things that we need to kind of build on and get people excited about coming to celebrate that with us.
Mayor Pritchett, how do you characterize the tourism now? Is it sympathy? Is it
No, I don't think so much sympathy. I think initially there were people just curious, as in any disaster, and not necessarily they were tourists. I think they were just curious people who were there. But I think that's died down as the whole complexion of the way it looks there is different, certainly in Lake Lure and in Chimney Rock too. So I think there are some people, I wouldn't say it's sympathy, who just want to show their support and are coming. But what we have found is long-term tourists who come every summer with their families, who come for the fall season with the leaves, which we're so looking forward to this year, they're already making reservations to come back. So many people are making wedding plans for next spring now because that's one of our huge tourism attractions. And so they have the confidence now because brides want to make sure that there's somewhere that they can shine in their wedding, right? They're making reservations for next spring. So I think all those things are permanent things because those are positive things. Those are permanent tourists that come back. So I think we're past those people who are just coming to just look. Certainly there are not as many tourists, but as there were, and we welcome everyone to come. But I think the milestone issue for us, that is a huge milestone when the lake is open. But we need to, in the meantime, from now until next spring, we need to make sure that we're attracting people to come and take advantage of all the good things that are going on there now, of which there are many.
What about the Crown Jewel? What about the Blue Ridge Parkway?
Oh, We celebrate every time a segment opens. I'm not kidding. We were at a DOT meeting this week and we talked about the celebration of a bridge reopening in Swannanoa. We'll celebrate everything because the community needs that for its own psyche, but we also want people to be aware that there are things that are returning to normal. And it is beautiful in our neck of the woods right now.
You know, I think one of the compounding factors for the Parkway has been the fact that they've had the Great American Outdoors Act revitalization project going on from Virginia all the way through the state line while this was all going on. So they have been, and we're very thankful that they have been flexible in delaying some of that immediate work, especially around the Blowing Rock area. That was supposed to be closed right now. And thanks to Senator Ted Budd and the Department of the Interior, they saw the need to delay that closure, let us have fall, and then hopefully November 1st, they'll start doing what they need to do. It's interesting because on one hand, you're saying stop work, but on the other hand, we all have to remember that we were, as a region, incredibly supportive of the Great American Outdoors Act because of the lapse in facility maintenance that we'd seen, and that funding was important to make sure that the Parkway lasts for 30 more years. So they've even been in the communication conundrum that we all have been in.